Okay, so it's July 25th. I was going to kind of power hour according to the activity tracker tonight, just because I talked a little bit about that in the training today, and following the tracker to kind of just guide you along the way. I do, and you, some of you guys, well, all of you guys know that we kind of follow our little power hour guideline, and use a time clock and just kind of, okay, 5 minutes, we're going to do this, 5 minutes, we're going to do this, which I typically find when I set my alarm on my phone and sit down to power hour or power half hour, I need to set a timer, because if I don't, then I tend to just totally get way off course. So we usually start with affirmations, 5 minutes of affirmations. I'm just going to skip that tonight, and I'm just going to go ahead and say that we're all a bunch of amazing women, and there are, I'm not going to lie, our posts lately, all of us on here, and everyone listening in, because if you're listening in, you're working your business and you're paying attention to things and you're doing things, and you know, people are inspired and they're influenced, and they see what we're doing, and my post that I intended to write this evening, but Children in Life, will get done. It'll get done later tonight, but talks a lot about that, about about the people that you surround yourself with, and how, you know, whoever you surround yourself with is who and what you become. And I can go back to my days of bartending and slinging drinks and having too much of everything, and how it made me feel like just a really terrible human. And it was because of the company that I kept. And I think, you know, for me, when I started coaching, I didn't have a big vision for a big giant team. I didn't have goals to, you know, have just bunches of women in a community that were supporting and uplifting one another. And that really, like, it was like, yeah, if I can help 5 people, that'd be great. And it's completely grown and changed over the last few years. And I think it's amazing. And I think it's because, you know, when you start to surround yourself with that positivity, you start to want more of it, and you start to want to see more change, and you start to want to see more inspiration and be more inspired and be the inspiration for other people. So going back to the affirmations part, you know, I could say we should sit here and write down, you know, 10 things that we like about ourselves, but I think we're all pretty great. And I don't think we need to affirm it tonight. So anyway, tangent, but, you know, I think that we have a pretty solid team of support, encouragement, inspiration, and we do that for each other and with each other and for other people. And I think that, you know, the word influencer is thrown around a lot lately, and I think it's kind of a weird word, because I never really felt like I would influence anyone else's life to, you know, be or do anything else. But I think, but anyway, I think, you know, we've all been influenced at some point by someone else's decision to do or be better, stronger, healthier, happier, and inspired. And I think that we kind of let that flow through what we do as coaches. So take that with you tonight as you sit down to work your business, if it's for 30 minutes or 45 minutes or an hour or 10 minutes. Just know that your influence and your inspiration and positivity can have an amazing impact on someone else's life. And it doesn't mean that 150 people need to like your post. It can be one person that doesn't even like it or comment it. They just see it, and it tells them that, oh my gosh, this is what you need, or this is, you know, you needed to hear this today. And I'll get private messages like that from people that never like or comment on my posts, but maybe they'll send me a private message that says, holy crap, your post today was everything that I needed to hear, and then some. So carry that with you through your conversations and through your power hour tonight, and through the rest of the weekend too, and your coaching career. So workout and drink Shakeology is something that we always check the box off of, obviously being a product of the product. And I always say to work from a list. So whether you are, working through your Instagram stories and looking at how many people liked your stories today, and then you write all their names down. Yeah, you're welcome. Then you go back through and you send messages to those people. People that liked and comment on your posts, you write their names down on a list and you go back through and message those people. And it doesn't always have to be that fancy, hey, thanks for following my page. This is my accountability group. Here's the link to join. Will you buy my stuff? Like, it's a matter of connecting with other people. And I know it sounds like a broken record sometimes, like, building relationships, initiate conversation, building relationships. But that's really where our connections are built, and really where we find our people, is through similar interests, sharing similar interests, and having those conversations. So 8:14. So we're going to take the next 5 minutes, if you haven't done this yet, to go through your list of people from today. And like I said, if you haven't done this, go through your posts from today and write down names of people that have liked or commented, and just take 5 minutes to do that. And then, what day is today? I'm on the wrong week. That's probably why. So we'll kind of just do that first. And this can come from your stories too, your Instagram stories or your Facebook stories. Is that too loud? We have about 1 minute yet left of this. What it is about Bruno Mars. Okay. Amanda, sorry, is this to everyone?
It's long. I just was going to message you and I'm like, all right, I'm already on here. It's one from like an invite and I'm like, I don't know if I should go with it and try and run with it or just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah. I had my glasses. I can't even see through these. Okay, I'm just going to read it out loud.
So it came from like a thank you on one of my transformation posts. Like this girl legit likes everything and follows my stories daily. And so I just was like, hey, like, thanks for the love on my transformation. Like, have you ever thought of doing something like this? You know, I have this 100-day program. I'm sure you've seen in my stories. Like, is that something that like maybe, you know, you'd want some more information on? And this is her really long answer.
So she just said, because anybody that's listening to the recording can't read the text thing. So Amanda had messaged this girl. She said, sorry, I read this running errands and forgot to respond. I honestly have no luck with things like this. I am currently an It Works representative and not very successful. I have a hard time affording the products that I like. I have done Beachbody before and have 21-day fix set. I wish I could get in with you, but after the It Works failure, my husband will not be on board with it. I love seeing your success and wish you all the best. If I get any extra money, I will definitely reach out. Thank you. Thank you. So she's always following and watching. Just tell her to come in here and say that I said no. Okay. Can you tell that my husband's traveling? Okay. So I have a lot of people that are from another affiliate MLM or some kind of wellness company that don't really have luck and success with it. And I'm not going to badmouth any other company, but a lot of times it's because they don't have the support and because their products are crap. Like I'm trying not to badmouth other companies, but I mean a lot of times their products are crap and their
approaches and like the way that they're taught is not personable either.
Right. So so like there are a lot of companies out there that have that they just don't have the structure to support long-term business. They're like front loaded. They thrive on how many people can you sign up in this month and then we'll give you a bonus kind of thing. And they don't offer long-term support. Avery, I said no to that. Okay. Yeah, you can listen to music. That's fine. But I think, you know, I have an It Works girl that I talk to regularly too, Amanda, that struggles with the It Works business model because it just doesn't, it's not based on long-term support. So I think, you know, when it comes to stuff like that, and this one particularly, you know, I think it's, you know, you almost have to just be honest with her because she knows the business. Basically, she knows the ins and outs. And I think you almost just need to say, listen, like, this is a risk versus benefit sort of situation. Like, what do you have to lose? And, you know, obviously the company that you're with wasn't working for you because of a reason. Like maybe it wasn't your thing. And if you're not a fan of the products, it's really hard to get other people on board if you're not even fully on board yourself. And, you know, if you know Beachbody has worked for you in the past, if you know the workouts in the community have worked for you in the past, then you definitely know that this is going to continue to work for you. And I would probably just, at the very least, get her signed up under you with you as her coach and give her the opportunity to succeed. Give her the opportunity to join a challenge group. And I would just say, you know, we don't typically let other people in that are using other products, because we know that, fitness plus nutrition equals, plus accountability equals results. However, I think sometimes people need to find that for themselves and kind of experience the support too. So, so at the very least, I would give her the community, because that's what it sounds like she needs.
Or do like a customer, be like, since you have done Beachbody before, like, and you have 21 Day Fix, like, do you want to join our community and just like let me be your coach until you are able, to like look further into it? And
I wouldn't even say like until you're able to. Like, I would just say, listen, like, you can go all in with this and have amazing success. You can also join my group and I can help you stay accountable. So, if you're not satisfied with what you're doing right now, I can certainly help you find something that will do that for you. And I can certainly help you stay accountable. And, have her convert over to you. Talk to her about on-demand workouts, and talk to her about, and listen to the Alexa. You don't have to listen to her tablet music. Listen to the Alexa instead. I don't even know what I was talking about.
No, that's a lot more, like, that totally helps. I was just like, I read that and I'm like, well, that's a lot. That's a lot of bombage going on for just, I'm not used to that much.
Yeah. So I just try to, and I think, obviously, like, there are people that want something for free. And most of the time they don't, like, add me to your free group, and they never check in and they never do a workout, or, you give them a free trial and they never even do anything with it, because when it's free, there's no real commitment tying them to it. So I think, at the very least, like, getting her into a group and giving her a 2-week free trial of On Demand and seeing how much she likes it, having her work through Clean Week for a week and then Sean Week for another week. And tell her to take before pictures, and then, like, give her a simple meal plan to work through and say, like, this is the kind of stuff that, and maybe you do that first before you add her to an accountability group. But
just see where she's at.
Yeah. But something is better than nothing. And she could be somebody that in 6 months from now, she's like, oh my gosh, okay, clearly, like, I need to join your team and I want to do all the things and I want to make this work. Or it could be nothing, but it's, it's definitely worth pursuing. So I wrote down 10 people from one of my posts, and scrolled through, and it was all 10 people that I hadn't ever talked to before. So let's take that list right now and send out a message to those people, and send either a thank you or I guess it depends on your post too. If it was a transformation post, definitely like a thank you and, vulnerability and putting yourself out there, and having the support of someone else is a really big deal. If it was a coaching post, I usually talk about the community and how, if it wasn't for having a community of other women, I would have failed miserably hundreds of times over. And then sometimes I just ask, like, do you have that too? Or do you have another, do you have a group of people that have your back? Do you have a health and fitness community? We have listened to the Get Up about 1,002 times today.
You danced it out for me again?
That was terrible, wasn't it? All right. Here's a little example. Not right now. Okay, so a few different little messages that I've added in here for or likes or comments or just a couple different posts. Let's take another 3 minutes to send a couple more messages, and then we'll dive into that. And we'll dive into follow-ups.
My heart is happy. So I had a client, like a customer who ordered MM100 and it got delivered last weekend and it downpoured, but she was like visiting back home and her entire package like got completely wet. Like her Shakeology and stuff was okay because it's in bags and whatever, but all of her books and like all the materials were completely ruined. And she called customer service and they didn't even like think twice and they're like, yeah, we'll send you some new books. She's like, I can like pay or send them to you so you can see that they're ruined. And they're like, no, like we believe you, like here, like we're gonna send them to you. So
that's awesome.
They're so good. Like your Energize sucks. We'll send you a new batch. Like we get it. Like your books got ruined because you like didn't get your package. That's okay. Like we're gonna make it up to you. Like I don't know. That just made my heart happy.
That's awesome. Yeah, they when they get it right, they get it right. Sometimes though, I have to, like I had a girl the other day that they just wouldn't work with her. Like canceling her bod so she could sign up with a new challenge pack. Like it was just, and I was like, you're just going to have to hang up on that one and call back because sometimes there's just a dummy that's over there that just
I'm gonna
doesn't
try a different brand. Like, whoa.
But yeah, I wonder if Carl had like a heart to heart with them. He got all Carl Deichler on him and was like, we're here to help people. Stop not helping people, especially coaches.
I'm gonna call that now. We're gonna call it getting Carl Deichlered.
They got all.
Oh, that sounds bad. I need that. Tracy. She's like, no, don't say that.
There were some names for some of those that I remember. There was a Carl.
Nutty something one day, wasn't there, for the shakes? Like Carl's.
No, I'm thinking back, like the Hot Carl.
Oh yeah,
that was a thing, right?
Carl.
Google it.
Yeah. There's been a couple people, a couple people on customer service.
There.
Michael Jordan, and I'm like, really? Like, this is Michael Jordan. I'm talking to Michael Jordan, and then they'll say, it'll be like Brad Pitt, and I'm like, pretty sure. I mean, I get it. You're in California, but like, come on, Brad Pitt doesn't work at the call center. Anyway. And if he does, can you do FaceTime instead?
Wait, Brad Pitt, is that who you're saying? I wasn't really listening.
Yes.
He's from where I live.
Yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
They built a house like 30 minutes away from where I live.
Really?
Seen his parents multiple times.
Oh, fun. All right. Did anybody send messages? How many messages did you send? Type it in the chat. As I'm scrolling Facebook and I see that my dad has just checked into the Alice Cooper concert. Go, Dad. Oh my gosh. Did anybody get stumped or have any conversations that you're struggling with?
I've had like 0 conversations. Like I've been ghosted across the board. We are hosting a live workout on Monday. We're going to do morning meltdown, and then we're going to try our transform 20. So I created an event, and I'm inviting people to that and sending messages.
Nice.
So I have so far, and I just started this afternoon, but I have one person, yes, more than I've had before. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Before we forget, we're going to do a picture. That way, before we all jump off of here, we can show we're badasses. You ready? Yeah! Yay!
Okay.
Faces! Okay. Tommy, are you guys ready? Are we good?
Nice.
Perfect.
So, okay, moving on. Conversations, working from a list, and let's go into our stories. Anybody do stories today?
Yeah.
Go into your stories and send 10 messages to the first 10 people who have looked at your stories, unless it's like me or anybody on the call or your mom or somebody that you know, or like just 10 messages to the first 10 people that are not your customers, clients, coaches, siblings, anything like that. Hey girl, thanks for the love. Thanks for following my stories. Love seeing your face pop up. How's your day going? So I'm using this this thingy that's in our team page, Make Quality Connections. It's like a list of 60. So I'm trying to go through and do 20 for my Facebook, 20 from Instagram, and then 20 from my like page. Or maybe I'll just do 20, 20, and 20 from 20 from Facebook, 20 from Facebook, and 20 from Instagram.
I just put in the chat what I have sent out to people that are following my stories. And surprisingly, I would say at least 50% say something back, which I'm going to consider that a good rate for me.
Yeah.
Except if you actually read that, every time I send it, I delete the lady and insert name.
Oh, yeah. And I will say, just make sure that you look at their profile first, that it's not like somebody that you actually do know and they have a weird name on Instagram, and then you're like, hey, you're my cousin. Oh, hi, how have you been? do we connect? Yeah, we're related. And I will say, guys, like these power hours, I know we haven't done one in a while, but they force me to do more inviting than I typically do on my own. So as much as it can be like uncomfortable and awkward, it helps. All right, let's take like 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes. And then don't be like me, because this one I went to send a message to, and she's like, hey, thanks, here's my email address in my messenger. And I'm like, what did you send me your email address for? Like, what was I supposed to send you? Oh my gosh. Literally it was like 2 days before my surgery. So clearly my mind was elsewhere. And as much as I could use that as an excuse, I probably can't. But she's like, oh, no worries. Here's my email address again. It was for the free sample workout for Morning Meltdown 100. I'm like, oh, great. Give it a shot. Here you go.
That's all on you though, because she could have joined the free info group, because you've posted numerous like links out there for that too. So I wouldn't beat yourself up over that.
Yeah. Well, and she could have also joined someone else. So I don't know who she follows.
Well, props to you, because clearly she still wants that free workout. She's been waiting for you. Damn it, Ashley.
Right?
I'm going to two-step. Holy freaking boxes, Ashley. I'm just showing you this right now. You see it? Look at the freaking check marks.
Yeah.
And my names. Woo.
Yeah. See, don't you love writing the names in there instead of
I do. It was so much better than like blocking out. Because I was like, well, I have 1 green hour. That's the only hour I actually get to work. So everything else was freaking blocked out. And I'm like, what the shit is this for? Like, I have no time.
I don't know how to use this planner. I think I've watched maybe a 30-minute tutorial and I watched 4 minutes of it. Like I was like, meh, I'm done with it. I'm just gonna.
Well,
I do the
like,
same thing.
Within
Put the names there.
I do my names.
See, like within like the front section, it tells you you're like what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. And so it told you like write in focus hour, write in birthday party, and I'm like, I can't write any shit in there because all I do is work. Everything is blue. And then family time, because I really learned that I had to like block off my family time, so I was off my phone and not doing stuff and more involved because it was eating me up. And I'm like, well, friend, you have one green hour. You've got 5 hours a week. Congratulations. So that just stressed me out. This is so much better. So much better.
And then I can look at my numbers for the week, and I can look at like my business numbers and like what I filled in, and I'm like, well, that's why I didn't, because I didn't talk to anybody this week. Or like Monday was a great day. Look at Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Like
it's so much better this way. And to be honest, still not going to use Streak. This is going to be my Streak, I think. It's just easier. All you technically great people, I'm not there.
I totally need to use Streak coming up soon because I'm going to start doing email marketing. So that way I know that I'll do a lot better with Streak because I'll actually have it in my email versus having things all over all the things. So
I actually am way more comfortable with sending out like a mass email and not having everyone's like carbon copying people so they can't see each other. It's like that makes me so nervous.
I did that. Did I tell you that?
I know. And then now I'm stressing out because of you.
And that's why I haven't done one since, because it paralyzed me. And now I'm over here like, all these people are going to buy Morning Meltdown from someone else because they don't know that I'm their coach and I'm not emailing them. Do as I say, not as I do. So Anywho. Okay, so let's move into follow-ups and spend the next 10 minutes doing follow-ups, or maybe like 8 minutes doing follow-ups, and then taking a little bit of time, or even after the call, to do either a coaching post or a Morning Meltdown 100 post if you haven't done one yet today, or something with a call to action potential. Doesn't necessarily have to be join my info group or join my coach sneak peek, just with a like make someone think, give somebody a little something to think about. So I wanted to share real quick. Oh, bye, Tracy. A girl that I'm friends with that's on the dream team as well, her post last night. Girl, where'd you get those glasses? Me. Oh, aren't they fun? I will totally send you the link. Oh, I love your necklace too. Where'd you get it? Oh, my friend made it. Here's the link to her page. She's awesome. Friend. Man, I wish I had your motivation. I've been wanting to lose weight, and making some money while being home to stay with my babies would be amazing too. Me. Girl, let's do it together. Let me send you a link. Friend. Wait, no. Oh my gosh. Is that one of those pyramid schemes? No thanks. I didn't know it was that type of company. Please tell me why you will ask for an act on every item of clothing, accessory, and gadget people on the internet share. But when it comes to things that will literally change your entire life and you have walking proof in front of you, you start to question and pick apart every single aspect. I see you watching. You tell me how inspiring I am, how I wish you could do something different. Maybe it's time to stop wishing and second guessing and just time to get to work. Last time I checked, swiping up on an influencer's Nordy sale didn't improve the quality of your family's life. # just saying. I know you don't know quite how it all works, but I will show you step by step what I've done to build this business from the ground up. With no social media following, 0 fitness and nutrition experience, no marketing experience, just me and the unwavering belief that we were made for more. I'm looking for 4 more ladies who believe the same. New mentorship starts Monday. Want the link. So I thought that was really, really good because
wow.
So many objections in one post. And she just like, because there are so many people that think and say that, you know, oh my gosh, yeah, I'll totally shop your small little boutique, but then like, oh no, I'm not gonna, that's seems sketchy kind of thing. So that's a good post to like turn it around on someone else. Yeah, I can send it in the thread. Jessica Carey, she's on the dream team. She just hit elite last year. She's been a coach for 5 years and has just stayed at 1 star for the last 3 years. And then she and her team pushed for elite last year and they did it. So I was like, we need to talk. I've also been at 1 star for the last 3 years because I've never pushed, like really, really pushed. So anyway, we pushing. Yo.
Push it real good.
Okay, so finish follow-ups and then take some time tonight to, if you've already done a post, then do a series of stories with a poll or a call to action or something. Thursday nights usually get a little bit more traction on social media, and then before going into the weekend. So that way you can build up your list with people from tonight to kind of carry you through the weekend, because chances are they'll be MIA tomorrow, but then Saturday and Sunday will come back around. So anywho, follow-ups, and then we'll jump off. My kids are listening to Khalid. And I hear them singing along. Hey, Avery. I just heard the B word. I thought they were listening to Kids Bop. What in the hell? Avery, bring me your tablet.
She's like, damn it, Mom, you're supposed to be working.
Let me see that.
What?
Are you listening to your tablet?
Yeah, music.
On what channel?
It's on.
Bring it to me, please.
Yeah.
Oh, you in trouble now. Okay. All right. Anybody have anything you want to work through or anything before we jump off? Let me ask you guys this. I have a girl who is in my MM100 info group. She switched to me as her coach months ago. She's never purchased a challenge pack. She has BOD, but she and her cousin share it. It's not hers. She and her cousin share it. So I'm already like, But anyway, she wants to do Morning Meltdown 100. Her cousin is a coach. So I've sent her like a message that says, I never want to step on anybody's toes. If your cousin's a coach and she's doing whatever, you should certainly like get on board with her. Her cousin, I guess, is not doing Morning Meltdown 100 and is not, I guess her cousin has bought a summit ticket for next year. So she's like not planning on going anywhere. But she just requested to join the test group and she still hasn't purchased BOD or a challenge pack and she wants Morning Meltdown access. But she would have to sign up for it under her cousin's account, who's a coach. No, right? So I messaged her back today and I said, listen, like, if you want to do my group, you have to have your own BOD account and you have to have your own Morning Meltdown access and you have to have your own stuff. Like, you can't use your cousins for this group. What do you do in that situation? Is that like, because I was like, I don't know. I've already told her to go be with her cousin since her cousin's a coach and they're already sharing a BOD account. Like, is that just weird? And she just
keeps wanting to do it with you, but not.
Yeah.
Not?
Yeah. So, because like I looked up her account in my back office and I'm like, I'm definitely her coach, but she's definitely using her cousin's BOD still. I just don't know what to do with this girl.
Well, you can't.
Right. That's what I told her today. Like, I was like, you have to sign up under me if you want to do my group.
Because her cousin would essentially.
Or go sign up under your cousin, which I've already told you to do.
Did she say why? Just because her cousin's not doing it, does her cousin not have like other coaches that are doing it?
I don't know.
Or challengers that are doing it?
I've had several people that have come to me that they have a coach, but their coach isn't doing Morning Meltdown 100.
That blows my mind because this has been like the cheapest entry for a coach to buy the program. At least I think. I feel like all the other ones were so much more expensive to buy in. Like, it wasn't just like an extra $30.
Well, there's not a ton of gear that comes with it, you know, like there's not, like, you don't need to buy the loops and the bands and the this and the that and the mat and all the stuff. So I think which I think not including the portion containers is kind of a big deal, because I think with 80-day obsession, it was loops and bands and sliders and containers. So that's why it was like 180 versus 160. But yeah, anyway, I fully intend to do another power hour next. I think Deidre and I will probably do one together next Tuesday night, and then we'll probably do one next Wednesday, the 31st.
That's not you.
Those $10 coupon codes can certainly be used for the next week. So we have 7 days left in this month. Plenty of time. Just consistency posts. This weekend, I think, if you are able to, obviously this weekend's hectic with Super Saturday and stuff going on. But if you're able to set aside some time this weekend to really just go back through your entire list of Morning Meltdown interested people and do a last call follow-up. And if that's something that you want to do, like offering an incentive or, you know, sending a copy of this to your new people, or, you know, some other personal development book or whatever. That's definitely a possibility. I did that for my first 5 people. So anywho, that's all I got for tonight. And it's 9:04, so we can go ahead and hop off. But yeah, I'm gonna go put my kids. I told them we were gonna watch Wall-E. We're gonna go watch Wall-E for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna work and go through this list and make some things happen. Y'all. All right, guys.
Okay, bye.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, guys.